Hey, this is Ready Dude, and I just want to cut to the chase here. Where is Mario and Luigi Brothership Experience Part 2? It is canceled, along with the rest of the Mario and Luigi Brothership Experience, as you would expect. Now, this might have come out of nowhere a little bit because, Part 1 was in April, so maybe you didn't even know that the Mario and Luigi Brothership Experience was a thing that was being worked on. If you also know me as someone who hates having to cancel like a series that's already ongoing, like what I had to do with Super Paper Mario after my Wii U freaking imploded. Yeah, so the choice to cancel Brothership Part 2 was pretty difficult because, Part 1 already exists and I don't really like to leave things unfinished. But I decided to do it anyway. For a few reasons. All the reasons revolve around one central issue, which is that making the Brothership experience is just not fun. And if it's not fun, why bother, Well, the start of Mario & Luigi Brothership is just such a long game. I mean, the longest games that I've made experience videos out of were both Mario RPG and Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. Now, my playthroughs of both of those games clocked in at about 13 hours each. And that is a lot, but if we look at the playtime for Mario & Luigi Brothership, how long it takes to beat that game, it is about 3 times as long. About 40 hours, which is honestly just ridiculous. It's why I would have had to split Brothership into parts, and as you see, I did that. Like, Part 1 is just the first C. And Part 2, I've had this script for, Part 2 was recorded before Part 1 released, as in, the gameplay footage. And then the script, I didn't start until, the summer, because I really didn't want to. And then, as I was writing the script, my second channel kind of, certain videos started doing really well, and some of those subscribers transferred over to the main channel, so I kind of put Brothership on pause to, I should try to take advantage of this sharp increase in popularity related to Deltarune content. And I did that, but then I realized, man, I don't want to go back to writing this script for Brothership because, the script for Part 2 is halfway done, but it's been halfway done for months. And it was so hard to write along with the script for Part 1 is because Brothership is committed a crime that no other Mario and Luigi has committed nearly as badly. Or at all, for that matter. It's a crime that I cannot forgive. Mario & Luigi Brothership is not funny. This game is really unfunny. It tries to do jokes, I think. The writing is just kind of bland, and the slapstick doesn't really work because the animations are kind of robotic in a certain way. They look kind of stiff, and unlike the 2D games with all the sprites, which looked surprisingly smoother than the fully 3D one. The thing is that it's not funny, and if the game isn't funny, then it's kind of hard to make it funny. Because there's still all this game I gotta write jokes about. Jokes that may already exist in the game, and I just kind of rewrite them in a different wording or whatever. Those are the ones I don't like doing. And the ones where I'm able to try writing my own jokes, which are cool, but the thing is, I need some sort of setup. And Brothership is just, it gives me nothing to work with. It is really unfunny. And on top of that, I'm not even having that much fun recording. I love Mario and Luigi. I've played every single game, and there's something about Brothership that is different. And I'm not just gonna say nostalgia, because, I don't feel nostalgic for Superstar Saga. That one I didn't play until more recently. Partners in Time even more recently than that. The first 2 Mario & Luigi games literally predate me, so I can't really say it's nostalgia. It's just, the gameplay feels a little slower. If you watch footage of people playing Superstar Saga, for example, the battles, they're very fast-paced, and it's really satisfying. And Brothership is everything feels heavy, Your jumps feel heavy, your bros attacks feel heavy. Especially the fact that now jumps have this whole other button combination you gotta do. The game just feels slow, So surprisingly, even now that Brothership is turning a year old soon, I still haven't finished it. Like, I'm not even halfway through. I recorded the footage for part 2, and I have not touched the game since. Which is crazy for me, because I make sure to beat every Mario game I touch. And the ones that I really like, I go for 100%, unless they're like the RPGs. I don't 100% the RPGs, that's a lot. But, I mean, you know, when I like a Mario game, I really like a Mario game, and that's happened with pretty much every Mario game. Even the bad ones. I even like the bad ones a little bit. For Brothership, man, look, I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it, but on my own time and not for a video. I'll definitely beat it eventually. I really should do that. But as for the series, it is canceled for these reasons. I'm not having fun making this, and if I'm gonna be spending my time and effort and having to round up all my friends to do voice acting, wasting their own time as well, then I want it to be for something that's fun for all of us to make, especially me, because I'm the one that has to put in the most work for these. And you know, on top of this, the Brothership Experience Part 1 did not perform well. Now, if you may look at the view count, you may think, oh my god, wow, 1,000 views, what do you mean it didn't perform well? Now, it may look at that from the outside, but if you take a gander at the retention rates, which, you know, is something only available to me, it is what some may refer to as not good. Out of this 1,000+ people, you know, there are giant chunks of the video with 0% viewer retention rate. Not a single person has watched these parts. Or at the very least, so few have watched it that it rounds down to 0. I mean, the retention drops to 6% after 1 minute, which is way below my channel average. Something about this particular video performed infinitely worse than pretty much anything I've ever made in the past like 2 to 3 years. And on top of this, I'm going to admit that the vast majority of my views for this video were specifically from, I advertised this video on YouTube, as in I paid for ads that you would have seen in like your recommendations. And I specifically did that as a sort of experiment that I do occasionally, like maybe twice a year. I'll pay for ads on a video, see how that affects things. For example, I actually did that with the Wipeout video, and there it went really well. Like, not only was I getting views from ads, but because of that, I was getting normal views because the video was actually performing well from the ads and it'd be recommended to people naturally. And people actually watched the whole Wipeout video, which, by the way, is the same length as Brothership Part 1. And yet, Brothership did terrible. It's just like people stopped watching after like a minute. And I'm just thinking, why are you clicking on the video if you're gonna leave almost immediately? Like, you got what you came for. So yes, because of how discouraging that was to me, not to throw shade at the other people who work on the experience videos with me, as in my voice actors, not to throw shade at them, but it also hurt when, like, you know, none of them even watched the video. Like, that's how low the retention rate was. I would know by the fact that it was like at 0 that not even my own voice actors would watch the finished product. And that was really discouraging. So yes, for all these reasons, Brothership Part 2 just isn't happening. So what's gonna happen to the Experience series? I mean, Double Dash is on an indefinite hiatus. Brothership has been canceled. The most recent Experience video before Brothership was Sonic Spinball, and that was an April Fool's joke. And the most recent one before that, which was an actually fully finished experience, was Mario Odyssey back in July of 2024. So things are not going well for the video game experience. What's next? Well, here's the thing. The reason why this was taking so long and eventually I canceled this was because, you know, making the Brothership experience wasn't. Now, that does not mean that making experience videos isn't, because quite the opposite, actually. I loved making Superstar Saga and especially loved making Mario RPG and Odyssey. I don't think the problem is with the format of the videos. I think the problem was just that I chose the wrong game. So there will be another experience video coming. I don't know when it's going to be done because I actually haven't started on it. I've been busy working on the Halloween video, but once that is complete, I'll probably be getting to work pretty quickly on the next experience video. And as for what that experience video is going to be about, well, it's one that I has been in discussion among my friends, like the ones who are involved in these projects, for quite a while. They've wanted to see it, and I kept telling them, let me finish Brothership first. And now Brothership is not getting finished, so we can move on to that one instead. This one's for you, Bacon. So I will be working on that eventually, and hopefully we'll actually have fun with that one. So yeah, sorry for not like having a proper video for this Friday. It's just things lined up so well with Halloween landing on a Friday, and me thinking, okay, if I push the Halloween video back a week, that gives me both more time to get it done because it is not done yet, and also it'll land directly on Halloween, which would be like the first time something like that happens for the FNAF Fan Games is Whack series. So yeah, this is something different than what I usually do. Please like, comment, subscribe, so maybe you will know when the next experience video comes out in 2030 or whatever. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye, peoples.